everybody, and welcome to this Digital Byte. My name is Jonathan Simeone. Today, I'm continuing my series on Markdown, and I'm going to demonstrate a Microsoft Word plugin called Writeage. That's Writeage. And the website is writeage.com. The reason I wanted to talk to you about Writeage today is it does two very important things if you're using Markdown. Number one is that it allows you to open a Markdown file in Word, and it will be displayed in Word formatting. And number two is it does the reverse. You can open a Word file and convert it to Markdown. When I was working for the city of Portland, I wrote most of my policies and papers in Markdown. So it was really important for me to have a way to go back and forth between Markdown and Word format. And one of the ways I did that was with Writeage. So right now, in front of me, I have open a file, a Markdown file with the .md extension. It's a very complex policy paper that I wrote for work, and it has lots of formatting in it. And I'm just going to use my arrow keys just to show you a little bit of this.
Number introduction.
So again, the two numbers mean this is a heading 2. I'm just going to down arrow a couple of lines.
Blank. This post you have understand blank. If you use it blank. Number post roadmap.
And there's another one. There's another heading 2. And I'm showing you this to show you that what I'm going to do now is close this file in a text editor.
Alt F4. Confirm dialog. Save check no button. Space contains text. C:\\.
And now I'm going to open the same file in Word.
Shift F to cut Control plus copy schedule open with submenu. HR Notepad. Visual Studio Word 406. Enter pop-up. Leaving menus. Opening dash Word. Microsoft Word document. Title 2 basic.
Now I'm going to hit my arrow keys to navigate around here.
Head this post heading level 2 introduction.
And you can see that it has converted my heading 2 in Markdown with the 2 number signs into a stylized heading 2 format in Word. And I'll just confirm that with my cap lock F to show the formatting.
16 point. Steel blue 4 on white. Verdana. Heading 2 style lines.
And there it is. I just hit Control to stop it. I'm going to down arrow.
This post contains information.
And now I'm just going to hit the caps lock F again.
12 points. Black on white. Verdana.
And so you can see that it is formatting the text as it would have been formatted had it been originally created in Word. I'm just going to down arrow a couple times.
Component with disability local government you can do by information local gov and service if you use no level heading level 2 post roadmap.
And here you heard Jaws say we have another heading 2, and I'll use my caps lock F.
16 points. Steel blue 4 on white. Verdana. Heading.
Okay, and so you can see that it is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, what if you don't like the way the default Writeage formats the styles? I didn't, and I changed some of it. And so I'm going to show you how you can do that. I'm going to hit the Alt key to get to my ribbon.
Upper ribbon. Expanded ribbon.
And I'm going to right arrow to the Writeage tab.
Insert, broad, design, layout, reference, mailings, review tab, view tab, help tab, Writeage tab selected, 12 of 12, Alt followed by Y2.
And now I'm going to tab through the ribbon menus here.
Leaving menus, editing combo, menu, shift, upper ribbon, save as Markdown styles, normal style button, 1 of 8, H1 button, 2, H2 button, 3 of 8,
and these
H2
are just
left pair, Alt
buttons
plus
you
Control
can
plus
use to apply styles.
H3 button, for metadata button, bold button off, italic button off, clear formatting code, inline code block with lists, bullets button, numbering button, increase indent, decrease indent, insert, table picture button, link button, for footnote button, quote button, clipboard, paste Markdown, welcome button, 1 of 3.
The welcome button is what you want. I'm going to hit enter on this.
And leaving menus, leaving ribbons, document 1 dash compatibility mode dash Word, edit.
And now I have a Word file that is basically a welcome to Writeage file.
Writeage is a plugin for Microsoft Word, which enables you to create and edit interface period. Markdown. Mark the option of copy. Markdown is this document. Please feel free to edit it. M-menu heading level 2 inline.
And I'm down arrowing because I want to show you that this document has headings. And I'm going to hit the caps lock F key on this heading 2 to read the formatting.
16 point. Steel blue 4 on white. Verdana. Heading 2 style.
If you'll notice, it read the exact heading 2 style formatting that it put in my document. The reason for that is that how this welcome file is formatted is how Writeage will format the documents you import into Word from Markdown with Writeage. So what that means is if you, for example, by default, and I don't remember what the default Writeage settings were because I changed them a long time ago. But let's say the default is Arial. The default font, is Arial, and you don't like that. You want to use Verdana like I did. If you change the heading 2 formatting in here to Verdana and then save the welcome file, that change will show up when you import your Markdown files into Word. So think of this document as two things. One, it helps you learn some of Writeage's capabilities. And two, it's where you will create the default style template that you'll use when you import Markdown files into Word in Writeage. In case anyone's interested in trying it, there is a 14-day free trial of Writeage. If you want to purchase it as an individual, the default license price now is $29 for an individual. And if you want to learn to use Markdown, or if you're using Markdown, I would recommend Writeage as a way of getting your foot into the pool, as it were, because it's an easy way to open files into Word that you originally wrote in Markdown and have them stylized in Word. And you can do the reverse. You can put files in Word and convert them to Markdown if you want to edit them in a text editor. So thank you for listening, and I'll be back soon with another Digital Byte.
Hey everyone, this is Chris, back with the Digital Byte. It's good to be back with you again. I thought I would share with you some basic iPhone home screen management tips and techniques. I know that sometimes we go off on some really fun tech tangents, but I think it's great to visit the basic every once in a while. Here are some tips that I found really helpful for me and my students as we navigate and organize our iPhone home screens. You could very well apply these tips to Android, though your way of dealing with editing your home screen would be different. So I like to say that corners are my friends and so are edges. So if you think about it, when you're out traveling with your white cane, if you're doing that, a shoreline or an edge is a really great way to stay oriented. So are the edges of your home screen. So I put things that I use very often around the edges.
Ira Explorer.
For instance, I have Ira Explorer at the top app of my screen on the top left corner.
Instant Pot Recipes folder, 3 apps.
That is the second row down on the left.
Reading and Scanning folder, 14 apps.
My Reading and Scanning folder.
News. Kindle.
All right. So there are a few things
News.
along the left
News.
edge.
Utilities folder, 28 apps, 2 new items.
If I go to the right, I'm going to be encountering Mona. That's the top right corner.
Utilities folder, 28 apps, Castro. Stores folder, 20 apps. Finance folder, 11 apps, 7 new items.
Okay, so those are the things along the right-hand edge. And then, of course, the dock is a good friend of mine because I visit it often, and those apps are always on point, no matter what home screen I'm on. So the bottom left corner,
Dock, phone,
is the phone. Imagine that. This thing is a phone. If I go right,
Messages.
There's Messages.
Instant Connect.
Instant Connect is my Instant Pot app.
Brava.
And Brava is my new favorite smart oven app. And so those things I can get to immediately. Now, let's say that you want to do some editing on your home screen. I'm a big fan of folders, so I actually only have 2 home screen pages. So if we go to the second of my home screen pages,
Reading and
go
scanning folder,
here.
page 2 of 2.
There we go.
T-Mobile folder, 2 apps, 4 new items.
Okay, so we have a T-Mobile folder and so forth. So I'm just going to swipe across until I find a single app that is not in a folder.
Recording folder, translation folder, games folder, Google folder, for habits.
Oh, there's the Habits app. Habits is a great way to stay in sync with the goals that you're planning and reminding you to do things. And so I would like to put that in a different folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe up or down until I hear edit.
Edit mode.
And I'm going to double tap.
Started editing.
Now, if I swipe up or down here,
Stop editing apps. Delete.
I can delete it. Now, if I choose to delete it, I have a couple of options. I can either delete the app from my home screen so that it goes into the app library, or I can delete it completely with all of its data. But I don't want to do either of those things, but just alerting you to the fact that you have some choices when you get to delete. So now the next choice, as I swipe down in this case.
Finished editing. Edit mode.
Somehow I got out of edit mode.
Started
Let's
editing.
try this again.
Drag habits.
There we go. Drag habits. So I'm going to double tap drag habits.
Recording folder is editing 10 apps.
And now it tells me we're still editing the home screen and we're still on page 2. But what if I want to add the Habits app to an app or folder rather on page 1? I'm going to swipe right with 3 fingers.
Home, page 1 of 3, edit button.
And now I am on my home page of the first screen. So let's go ahead and find my utilities folder.
Castro is stores folder, finance folder, utilities folder.
There it
editing.
is.
28 apps, 2 new items.
So I have 28 items in the utilities folder. I'm focused on the utilities folder, so I'm going to swipe up or down with 1 finger until I hear the choice I want, which is add habits to utilities folder.
Cancel drag. Add habits to utilities folder. Drop ready.
That's what I want to do. I'm going to double tap.
Drop complete.
Okay. Now it's good to know
29 apps, 2 new items.
that you're still editing, because if I touch an app here,
Transportation folder is editing 6 apps.
is editing. Okay. Now I can do one of 2 things. I could do the home gesture, which is drag up from the bottom, and I would stop editing, or I can swipe up or down until I hear stop editing,
Stop editing apps.
and I will double tap that.
Finished editing.
And now it's confirmed that I've finished editing. So now I have an empty space on page 2 of my home screen because I took the Habits app and I put it in a folder on page 1. So that is how to be a little bit more organized. It helps to keep things in folders, in my opinion, because you keep like things together. Like I have an entertainment folder and I have a transportation folder, an AI folder, and so forth. So keeping organized is great so that you don't have a million home screen pages to swipe through. Where did that app go? And there are ways to search and so forth, but this is just one way to tame your apps and home screen a little bit more tidy. So hope you've enjoyed this tip for today about how to edit your home screen. And so we'll catch you later.
This is Desiree. Today I want to discuss the different ways that ChatGPT can help you in deciphering inaccessible PDF files. So, what happens sometimes? We get a PDF and try to open it in JAWS and it says, empty document, can't read it, nothing happens. NVDA does the same thing. Sometimes you can run JAWS OCR on it, sometimes not. But one of the cool things I've found is that using ChatGPT, I can actually create an accessible Word document or an accessible tagged PDF document. In most cases for me, I want to create a Word file because I want to be able to access it on other devices easily, like my Braille Sense. It can read PDFs, but it's not as intuitive as Word. So I tend to like to have Word files created. So to demonstrate, the first thing I want to do is I'm in JAWS 26, and I'm going to open an inaccessible scanned PDF.
Syllabus note accessible syllabus scan.pdf.
So there it is. I'm going to press enter.
Syllabus scan.pdf Adobe Acrobat Reader 64-bit. Alert, empty document. This document may be a scanned image which makes it difficult or impossible for JAWS or Fusion to read without first scanning the document with OCR. Would you like JAWS to OCR the document now? Yes. To act.
Okay, so I could do that, and it would OCR it. It wouldn't necessarily put it in any kind of structure.
AV tabs container view.
So
Blank.
I'm actually going to say
Blank.
no to that.
No. To activate, press syllabus
Okay.
scan.pdf.
So I said no to that. I don't want that to happen.
Blank.
And now I just have blank,
Blank.
blank, blank, blank. Nothing here. It's pictures. So I can take this file. I'm going to close it right now.
Downloads. Items view. Today expanded. Syllabus scan.pdf.
And I'm going to just copy this to my clipboard. So I'm going to do Control-C. And then I'm going to open ChatGPT. Now I have a shortcut for it because I use ChatGPT quite a bit.
List of Lisi cuts ChatGPT.
So there's my
Downloads.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT Microsoft Edge. Contains text.
Okay, so here's my edit field in ChatGPT. So now I can press enter here. Now I'm going to just paste it, Control-V. And what that did is automatically it added it to my files. So I'm going to type a prompt into ChatGPT. And the exact prompt I'm going to type in is convert this inaccessible PDF into a fully accessible Word document with proper headings, tables, formatting, and clean text structure. And then also, I need to make sure I tell it to provide a direct download file and a link to that so that I can download it directly. Sometimes ChatGPT provides a downloadable thing that I can't necessarily activate with JAWS. So that's why you always tell it, please create a direct download file. So now I'm going to type that in.
Here is a proper clickable download link. Download how to activate it with JAWS. Download accessible. Download the Word file. Loading page. Loading complete. Downloading. Accessible Physics Course Syllabus 1.
Okay, now it's downloading it for me. And you can do one of two things after it downloads. You can do Control-J and open up your downloads folder from your browser, or you can go into your downloads folder, which is what I'm going to do now from my File Explorer. So I'm going to
Downloads File Explorer.
go to my downloads.
Today expanded. Syllabus note accessible.pdf. 1 of 93. Syllabus scan.pdf. Accessible Physics Course Syllabus.docs.
Here we go. So it's called Accessible Physics Course.docs. I'm going to open it now.
Opening Word. Opening Word. Accessible Physics. Heading Level 1 Course Syllabus. Alert. Protected View. Heading.
Okay, and this is a protected view. You can disable that and enable editing if you need to, but I'm just going to read through it this way.
Heading Level 2 Textbook. Our sole text for this course will be Introduction to Physics, 2nd edition, authored by the instructor. Heading Level 2 Course Objectives. Entering list. Bullet to offer students exposure to basic principles of physics.
So this is awesome. Keep in mind, this came from a PDF with pictures, scanned in pictures, and it's created headings and lists and bullet points, all kinds of stuff. And so if I turn off my virtual cursor with Insert Z,
Quick keys on.
now my quick keys are on. So now I can hit H.
Heading 2 Class Schedule. Heading 2 Grades. No more headings found.
So I can go to the headings.
Grades will be assigned on it. Homework. Table 2. Uniform table.
Now
New
here's
cell.
a table.
Category.
Let's see how this
Homework.
is.
Row 2 of 8. Details. All homework assignments. Weight. 15%. Category. Weight. Details. Column 2. Homework. Exam 1. First exam. Weight. 15%. Detail. Category. Exam 1. Exam 2. Details. Second exam. Weight. 15%.
So it's created an accessible table with the column headers reading and everything. So that is pretty cool considering that it came from a picture. But that's all for today. And hopefully you'll get something out of it and be able to read PDFs that you couldn't read before. Next time, I'll show you how to do pictures, like recipes or pictures of text from your phone. And we can also have ChatGPT make a Word file out of those. So until then, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
For more, check out unmute.show, or you can email us at feedback@unmute.show.